This woman had just held her wedding with her husband. The next day, she was inexplicably abandoned by him, and he quickly married someone else. This hard-to-accept reality completely shattered her. To stop this absurd wedding, Minxiu took their wedding photos, and threatened Jingxian not to go through with it, otherwise, she would cause a scene at the wedding with the photos. Jingxian naturally wouldn't allow such a thing to happen. He stopped Minxiu and took the photos from her. Then he cruelly tore up their precious wedding pictures. Since this approach didn't work, Minxiu decided to crash the wedding. She planned to tell the bride that she and the groom were already married. Even though they didn't have a marriage certificate, they had held a ceremony. Jingxian, wanting to make Minxiu give up, shoved her into a car, trying to use a suicide threat to force her into submission. Seeing that Jingxian would rather die than marry someone else, Minxiu felt completely hopeless at that moment. It turned out that the brother she had loved for so many years no longer cared for her. Her constant insistence was just self-deception. Since her beloved one wanted to find his own happiness, Minxiu finally chose to let go and allow Jingxian to marry someone else. After freeing herself from the troublesome man, she hurried to the wedding. Though she was late, the wedding still ended on a happy note. Minxiu, having lost the person she loved overnight, wandered aimlessly on the street, soul-crushed, and was unfortunately hit by Slan's father while crossing the street. The man, frightened, immediately rushed her to the hospital for emergency treatment. This accident caused Minxiu to completely give up her ballet dreams, once again facing a major setback, which deeply agitated her emotions. Slan's father didn't know what had happened to the woman in front of him. To let her rest properly, the nurse called him out. Having lost the one she loved and now a leg as well, her emotions shattered, Minxiu called Jingxian, hoping he would come to the hospital to see her. But Jingxian told her she had dialed the wrong number. Seeing how cold-hearted her brother was, Minxiu sank into despair again. Feeling that life had lost all meaning, she went up to the hospital rooftop, planning to end it all and escape her pain. Slan's father, Taishan, saw Minxiu about to jump from the rooftop. In a panic, he rushed to her. He had no idea what the girl he hit had been through, but to save her life, Taishan tried to encourage her with words. Since she wasn't afraid to die, what could she possibly not endure? Finally, after distracting her with his words, he managed to pull her back from the edge. Seeing Minxiu crying so hard, he guessed that she must have been hurt deeply, but Taishan didn't know that the one who caused her so much pain was his own son-in-law. After calming down, Minxiu left a note and left the hospital. She left her phone number and name for Taishan. Because of this incident, they formed a connection. After Jingxian got married, he took his wife back to his old home. They sat together, keeping up appearances of harmony, but secretly, his foster mother told him never to come back. Their fate was completely over. Seeing his foster mother still acting this way, Jingxian didn't stay longer and left with his wife. At the door, they happened to meet Minxiu coming back by car. Unaware, Slan warmly greeted her sister-in-law. Jingxian, fearing his sister might say something out of turn, hastily urged his wife to leave. At this moment, Slan realized that Minxiu had been abandoned by her brother. It was she who had once advised Minxiu to propose to him. At the time, it was her idea. That made Minxiu pursue him. Minxiu's mother was heartbroken to learn her daughter could no longer dance ballet. But the old woman didn't know it was all caused by her own actions. She thought Minxiu would eventually get over this pain, but they didn't know that the nightmare for their family had only just begun. Because of Jingxian's revenge, the foster father was arrested and jailed. The next day, their family lost not only their hospital, but also their home.